Am I live? I'm live. Hi, everybody. Hey, it's me, Stacy Lynn Harp, your sweet and lovable host from Bible News Radio. This is my morning Get Slugged time. Hey, and what I want to do is I want to tell you today we're going to look at the L and get slugged. Yesterday we looked at the S. Today is Tuesday. L is our leadership leg of getting slugged, just so you know, in case you didn't know that. Oh, and by the way, you can do me a favor. You can leave a comment here, or you can like the video. Don't dislike it. That wouldn't be very nice. My thing just dinged on me again. Anyway, anyway, you can like the video. You can subscribe to it over here, I think is where you subscribe. And then you can share it out as well if you'd like. And why wouldn't you, people? That's the question. Why wouldn't you want to share this out? Okay, anyway, so today what I do is I want to read a verse from the Bible to you. Okay, this is from 1 John chapter 2, verses 3 through 6. Okay, I'm going to read this to you right here off my phone. Okay, it says this: "The one who says, 'I have come to know him,' and does not keep his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. But whoever keeps his word, in him the love of God has truly been perfected. By this we know that we are in him." So what does this have to do with leadership, right? Okay, well, I'll tell you. Because what it has to do with leadership is if we're growing in our walk with the Lord and we're actually making disciples like Jesus said for us to do, then we're actually following the leader, who is the Lord, who's Jesus. Okay, because the Lord, he is our example, you know, and it's really easy in today's day and age to emulate and to look up to celebrities and people like that. And, you know, a lot of these celebrities, they kind of offer fads and things like, hey, look at me, I'm wearing super cool shoes or whatever. And kids and people of all ages actually follow these people and they model their life after them. I mean, you see so many people conforming to what the world wants, but as a Christian leader in particular, your leader is Jesus. So you need to look at who he is, what he does, how he serves people, how he elevates people. He elevates women, he elevates men, he elevates children. You know, he cares about creation, he cares about eternity and your every single day life, right? I mean, so the Lord is the one who is the one that you're following. And so if you're going to be a Christian leader, then you're going to lead people to follow him, right? I mean, let's just, you know, and we don't always like look at it that way. Sometimes Jesus actually totally gets forgotten in the Christian world because, you know, there's so much fluff and all this other stuff that we're like, what? Who? Jesus? Oh, yeah, that guy. You know, he just died on a cross for me and that was about it. Yeah, he rose from the dead, whatever. He forgave me of my sins. But other than that, you know, when he said to do these things, to pray for those who spitefully use you, to bless those who persecute you, to be a servant of all, right? You know, we don't want to look at that part, right? Because it's too hard. And yet that's what Jesus did. And so in 1 John chapter 2, this is really an exhortation to the believer. It says, by this we know that we have come to know him if we keep his commandments. The one who says, I've come to know him and doesn't keep his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. Now, John wrote that. Now, that's pretty bold that John actually wrote that somebody is a liar if they're claiming they're a Christian, but they're not keeping the commandments and doing what Jesus said. And verse 5, but whoever keeps his word, in him the love of God has truly been perfected. And by this we know that we are in him. The one who says he abides in him ought himself to walk in the same manner as he walked. So follow the leader, right? Follow the leader who is Jesus. And I came across this other thing here, and I'm reading this. This was from an old Facebook post I put up a year ago, and I actually 3 years ago. I found this very powerful. I want to read it to you. It says this: When one becomes a Christian, there is a change in their relationship with sin. Sin is not eliminated in the believer until he comes to glory, but the relationship, their relationship with sin, is changed when they truly become a Christian. A Christian no longer loves sin as he once did. A Christian no longer brags about their sin as they once did. A Christian no longer plans to sin as he once did. A Christian no longer fondly remembers his sin as he once did. A Christian never fully enjoys his sin like he once did. And a Christian no longer is comfortable in habitual sin as he once was. The Christian no longer loves sin. It is the object of his sternest horror. He no longer regards it as mere trifle, plays with it, or talks of it with unconcern. Sin is dejected in the Christian's heart, though it's not ejected. Sin may enter the heart and fight for dominion, but it cannot sit upon the throne. So Charles Spurgeon said that, who was a very popular theologian of old. And I agree. I agree. So our leader, Jesus Christ, was sinless, right? And so that is our model. Our model as Christians and as Christian leaders is to walk in his steps, to try to pursue a life of holiness and sinlessness. Will we? No, because it's very hard to be sinless. I mean, hello. I actually don't know anybody else in the world who has ever been sinless. But if the things that cause us to stumble, are not dealt with, or we're not feeling convicted of them, then we need to really, really reevaluate, like, who are we looking at as our example, right? If you're looking back to the Lord as your example, you're not only going to see how much he loves you and how much he cares about you and how much he really is for you, but you're going to see the perfect example of humility and, compassion and real, genuine love, because he really does love us. And that's the amazing thing. We serve a living God who really, really loves us. So if there's nothing else you get, from this today, leaders love. Real leaders really love people. They will discipline their followers in love. They will teach them and guide them and direct them, just like a good shepherd guides with a rod his sheep that go astray. But they do it in love. And their end goal and their end purpose is to ultimately elevate and support those who they're following, so that whatever their collective goal is, it will be accomplished. And and everybody will win in the end. So I hope that encouraged you. I'd love to hear your comments. Feel free to leave a message in the comment section. I'll respond to it. And I will be back tomorrow with you as we talk about you during our Get Slug time. Have a great day, everybody.